Greg Hardy makes his return on UFC on ESPN 6 Boston's main card this weekend against Ben Sosoli. A lot of people give Greg Hardy shit. I don't know why. I really don't know why, because he's taken on some tough guys. For a guy who's 5-1, he's already taken on a 7-2 in his next fight, Ben Sosoli, who he's fighting this weekend. Against Juan Adams, he's fought a guy who's also 5-1 at the time. And then Alan Crowder, what was his record? 10-3 at the time, I believe. 10-3 or 9-3, something like that. You get my point. Dmitry Smolikov was 9-2. No matter how good you are, he's taken on some decent guys. I don't know why Greg Hardy gets so much. I know why Greg Hardy gets so much shit. Everyone knows why. But I feel like he's actually taken on some tough tests. I think he's going to win this one as well. I think, and I'm going by this theory, if you're a big athlete who's in relatively good shape, you can make it to the rankings in heavyweight division. That's my opinion. You don't need to be an extensive career of kickboxing or boxing. I genuinely think if you're a big enough athlete with big hands and big power, you can make it to the rankings in heavyweight for sure. And I'm sticking to that opinion. I feel like Greg Hardy's going to get the job done. Ben Sosoli's a good fighter. He got this fight by winning his Contender Series bout by eye poke. By a thumb to the eye, he got his contract. That is something else. Talk about eye pokes recently. He won his contract from a thumb in the eye. Yeah. I'm seeing this guy as 6-2. He had some boxing experience. I feel like Greg Hardy's just going to be 6'5", aggressive, muscular, hits hard, and Ben Sosoli's pretty slow. So I'm going to go with Greg Hardy here. I could bite my butt. This is a tough test for Greg Hardy, but I genuinely think that I'm just going to stick to my theory. A big athletic guy with a big punch at heavyweight can make it to rankings. I've seen it. I've seen guys who don't belong in the heavyweight rankings make it to rankings. Tuivasa. Ben Sosoli's going to lose. I feel like he's going to get cracked in the first round. I want it to be a clean knockout. I need Greg Hardy to win this fight. I want him to win. I think he's going to win. I'm pretty confident that he's going to win this one because the guy is not an athlete. He's very slow and he doesn't seem to have the Roy Nelson power that a lot of that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's short and fat and he's a Roy Nelson kind of guy. Like, a lot of his finishes have come later on, which I guess is kind of a good sign. He's lost a few decisions. I don't like that. I just feel like Greg Hardy's going to be too big, too powerful for him. And I think Greg Hardy's living at his gym. I know he is. He sleeps in the dorms at his gym sometimes. That's a different level of dedication. He's put his soul into it. And he's aggressive. And he's got a history of violence. So he doesn't really need experience. He's been experiencing violence for a very long time. Okay? Greg Hardy's going to get the job done. Heavyweight's never been better. If Greg Hardy wins and Cyril Gane wins, heavyweight's never been better. And if Rosenstruik wins, we're going to have some fucking fun. And if Maurice Green wins, that's a fun time at heavyweight because you got 4 athletic guys coming for the title. I like it. Fingers crossed. I think Greg Hardy's going to take it by a big right overhand. It's going to be the clean knockout that we need because I said before on my full prediction video for the card, Greg Hardy needs a clean one. Like a big KO, knock him over, head bounce off the canvas. A nice little visually appealing KO. Because recently, Dmitry Smolikov one was like, oh yeah, okay. It was a KO, but, he kind of just spazzed out on Greg Hardy and got terrified. And then the Juan Adams one was just Juan Adams wouldn't let go of a single leg, even though he had his head pounded in about 50 times. Like a retard. So we'll see what Ben Sosoli does here. I think he's going to be too slow and get socked one in the first minute and it's over. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Click that button now. And, goodbye. That's what I meant to say. Oh, wait, no. Don't go back. Don't go yet. Greg Hardy should fight next if he wins this one. I feel like he should take on Tai Tuivasa just for fun. Let's see if he can go on a 4-loss streak. I'm a big fan of Tuivasa. If he wins, he's right back in the conversation. That's a good fight. Greg Hardy, Tai Tuivasa. That could be the co-main event of a fight night in New Zealand. Dan Hooker versus Paul Felder is the main event. I'm making shit happen. Like it's magic. This is how I work. My brain just works. I need to be hired by the UFC. UFC Auckland, Dan Hooker versus... and this is in February, by the way. I've already planned it out. It's in February. Auckland, Dan Hooker versus Paul Felder or Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje would be even fucking better. Capitalise on that market now that you've got Israel Adesanya as well. Fucking Greg Hardy versus Taito Ivasa. He's from around that area, Western Australia. It makes sense. Kai Kara France can be on the card if he wins his one coming up. It's just, you've got a list of talent there now. Make the most of it. I'd like to see those fights. Click that button there. Goodbye. And if Ben Sosoli loses, then I don't know, man. I actually have no idea. I don't really care. But yeah, good fighter. But we'll see. I think an athlete's going to beat him. So yeah. I've stretched this video on long enough. Click the button there. I'm actually going this time. Goodbye.